Welcome back to my channel. It is day number 22. We're almost done with Vlogmas. Okay, it's day number 22. Today we are going to be making gingerbread cinnamon rolls. It was voted for something that I personally want. Just saying. So we're going to be doing that. Is this a recipe that I've done before? No. But is this going to be delicious? Absolutely. It's cinnamon. It's ginger, cinnamon, butter, and sugar. Of course it's going to be delicious. So anyway, we are gonna start things off. We need to melt the butter, so I am gonna melt the butter. Just so that it is ready to go. Now, a few things. I absolutely 100% love me some cinnamon. Do I make them all the time? No. Because they're time consuming. Just a little bit. It's not something that I do often, but when I do, I all right, so I'm just getting my milk ready. Give me 1 second. And then we can start because I'm actually excited for this. I made this a few years ago and it would have been really delicious, but I knew I had to tweak it just a bit just to make it work. Okay, so we are going to be starting with our yeast. I have 7 grams. Yes, so this 7 grams of yeast. So it's about 2¼ teaspoons, but I work in grams. So 7 grams of yeast. We're going to add that in the bowl. And then we are going to add sugar. So we do have a total of 75 grams of sugar. However, we are going to put just a little bit here to bloom not necessarily bloom it, but to feed the yeast. Okay, so, so total is going to be 75 grams of sugar. So we're just going to add a little bit here and save the rest for later. And then for the milk, it is going to be 240 grams, which is about 1 cup. I'm using canned milk, and I usually like to dilute it with a little bit of water, depending on what I'm making. So for this, we're using 120 grams. It's warm, so it's good. And that essentially is just going to help your yeast. It's going to feed your yeast. I'm using a really commercial yeast, so I don't have to bloom it. But if you're using instant yeast or yeast from the little packets at the supermarket, you have to bloom it, and you'll see something like this. It will start to get foamy for you. Mine won't because that's just not my yeast, right? We're going to have that here sitting here for a bit. And while we wait for this to just chill, we are going to crack our egg. So we have eggs, which is just one that we need. We're going to mix it. Also, make sure I have all the ingredients. Yep. We have the egg here. Just going to scramble it just a little. We also need about 40 grams of molasses. I like my ginger. Oh, hi, note 2. Yeah, so I send the link to another account and then join them. So when you go live, you create the go live together function. And then once you're ready to go live, you send the link to the other person. I do it through Quick Share, so it's my other account. And then they select it, and then because they'll give you the entire thing. It will say they'll give you how your portrait looks, and it'll ask you to join, and then you join it, and then you come back to your main phone. So one here, one there. You come back to your main phone, and then you add the person. But it guides you through. There's no way that you can misstep. It will guide you. It will absolutely tell you each step that you need to take. But go from here, send to the next phone, and then it goes back to the main phone. Okay. So again, molasses is needed for my personal preference because of ginger, baby. So we're gonna add about 40 grams. You need about 40 grams. I'm adding it to the egg because molasses is so sticky. I want to make sure it blends in. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I think most people use like third-party software. I'm still new to live streaming, so I just use YouTube's app. Really do. Just use what we to make it work. Okay, so this is about 40 grams of molasses, one egg. Again, I'm really just mixing it in just so that the molasses blends in, just to make it the butter. And the butter amount is 75 grams, but it needs to be melted. Right, so I'm gonna add the butter to the egg. Just make sure the butter is not hot. So you cook it. You don't want to cook your eggs. Oh, so we're making gingerbread cinnamon rolls. They voted for it yesterday, so we're making that today. And hope it comes out. Most of the time when I do these live streams, especially for baking, I'm usually testing a recipe. And this one is one of those tests because I have not made this particular recipe in a while. In a while. Ever. So I'm testing it, but I have a strong feeling it is good. If it doesn't, I'm gonna grab it for you. Okay, so I have that mixed here. This is just so that the molasses is fully dissolved. Okay. We take it back to the yeast and the egg. The yeast and the egg. The yeast and the milk. This is it with the sugar. Right? So half of the sugar's in here. This will smell yeasty. Depending on the type of yeast that you use, you would need sugar to bloom it. Sugar feeds the yeast. Salt kills it. So don't ever put your salt directly on the yeast. I know some people might say, but it doesn't matter. It does. It absolutely does. Sugar feeds it, yeast kills it. And not kill like it's completely dead, it slows it down. So if you want something that's not going to rise, put your salt all up in here. But if you want it to rise, put your salt in your flour. So we're going to combine pretty much everything here. So I'm just going to mix. So you can see what it looks like. Ooh, yeah, I made eggnog, but I didn't make it like gingerbread style, just regular eggnog. But that would actually be really good. Because I mean, eggnog by itself is delicious. So adding spices that make it a gingerbread style. Oh, Okay, so we have that mixed here. I'm gonna add the rest of the sugar. To be honest, all the sugar could have went in first, but it's okay. You can do it in stages, just to let you see. So we have this mixed here, and then I'm gonna show you the flour. So this is what we have going on here. So for flour, it is going to be about 480 grams, which is about 4 cups. And then I have salt, which is about 1 teaspoon. Ginger is about 2 teaspoons. Cinnamon is about 1.5 teaspoons. And then there is a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves and nutmeg. Those are the spices I'm going with. Those are the ones that would probably give me a really good gingerbread vibe. So I'm just gonna mix this in just so that all the spices are evenly distributed, so we don't have any real issue, no clumps, because I don't want to eat spices or something and then there's a clump of spice. That makes no sense. And I also don't sift my flour. Not with bread. Some cakes I do. I have this bad habit, but some cakes I do sift bread the flour. But for bread, the flour that I'm using is all-purpose flour. Okay, no fancy flour here. There's no bread flour. There's nothing. It's all-purpose. Keep it simple. So we are going to just add our flour here. So this is an enriched dough. So essentially, let's just say you didn't want to use melted butter, but you wanted to use 75 grams of actual butter. You can add it to the dough starts coming together. Doesn't matter. I'm just doing it this way. As long as there's butter in there, you're fine. Okay. So we are going to, I'm going to elevate you so you can see better. We're going to mix this in. Yes. We're going to mix so that you see what the dough looks like and what you should be aiming for in terms of feel and vibe when it comes to the dough. Falling, don't fall. There. Now, I am making the measurements I gave you is what I'm using for the one we're going to make. I just made a smaller batch, so it's just easier for me, and I don't waste a lot of food. Ingredients? So, so your dough should be looking something like this. It will start to change color. It might take a while, depending on your quantity. But once it starts to mix together, you should be okay. So I'm just gonna mix this. And sometimes your dough needs a little help, right? Bring the flour down. Needs a little help to gather to bring it down. And we're gonna mix. So mixing should take anywhere, honestly, it can take anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes, even as much as 20 minutes, depending on your mixer. But also, it really depends on your atmosphere, your ingredients, temperature, like everything. It really just depends. But my general thing is anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. So it'll take a little while for you to do this. And you have to make sure you develop the dough. And I'll show you the different stages of what the dough is going to look like. It's going to be sticky at first, and then it becomes really tacky, which is what you're looking for. Something that you can play with and it doesn't stick on your fingers. So this is pretty much what will happen. And you might be tempted to add liquid because it looks a bit dry. Don't do that. Just let it do its thing. Just let it mix. And then once everything is fully combined, then you go in with a bowl scraper. Or if you don't have one of these little fancy things, just use this spatula. That's fine. Okay. So right here, we're going to see this is going to be sticky. My hand is wet, so it's not going to stick much to my hand. But the parts that aren't wet. So that's a little trick that you can do. If you're going to touch the dough, just wet your hand slightly. I'm not saying drown the dough in water. Just wet it slightly, okay? So that you have room to actually touch your dough and let's make there's no move it around. So this is what I mean by not adding any additional liquid because the dough has enough. And because of the butter and fat, which is the butter, it's gonna be very, very once the dough is fully developed. Okay, so your initial mixing stage, I'm gonna just do this so you can see. Right now, this has not been developed. It's not even close because when I do a window pane test, there's holes, right? And my sign for this particular dough is the fact that it's sticky because I know it should be tacked. Show you once we get to that spot. So you just continue to mix. And this is the part that most people don't like because you gotta wait. Right? You have to wait. You gotta gauge and judge. If anything that has butter in it, it is gonna be soft. If it has butter, eggs, and sugar, it's definitely gonna be softer. Plus, there's molasses in here, absolutely soft stuff. It's 100%. Now I do check periodically, like as you can see, now it's not as sticky when I'm touching it, but my hand's not even real. I'm just gonna go for more. This is definitely my favorite part. Just mixing, vibing out, making sure the recipe works. I also don't necessarily set timers because I know what I'm looking for. But again, this is another phase when you're doing your job. It's becoming uniform. It's almost there. Not there yet. Because now, if when you make this recipe, okay, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is just a sticky mess. Where no matter how long you mix it, it's just really sticky. I'm gonna do it because I find it something that you can do. You don't adjust the overall flour. So when you start, don't say I'm gonna add XXX. Do the recipe base, and when you're mixing it, this is where you adopt flour, not liquid. Some doughs require additional liquid, not this one. So we're gonna add 1 tablespoon at a time. We only need 1 tablespoon, if I'm gonna be honest. And it's probably not even a full tablespoon because you want it to essentially come off of the bottom. Okay? So we're gonna add a little bit of flour because it's becoming waxy where it needs to be. And the development is almost there. So a little bit of flour, just a little bit, will help it. That's why I say don't add your flour in the beginning. Mixing the recipe as is and then adjust accordingly. Mix it starts to come together. Looking good. For it. So it got rid of the full blown stickiness. So now we're mixing just to develop the glue. I'm so excited. I want this to be so nice and soft and pillowy and delicious because what I love something else. I really do like it. While this mixes, I am going to prepare the bowl I'm going to rest it in. So I'm going to take a little grapeseed oil, use vegetable oils, put some neutral oil, and you're going to light the oil the bowl. This is what I'm using. Doesn't matter which bowl you have. Even if it's the metal bowls, the same theory applies. Just lightly oil it. Not a lot, just lightly oil it. This will prevent your dough from sticking. The dough is looking good. I'll show you the development of the gluten. It's my favorite part. Mixing until it's all developed. It's usually what I look for because you should be able to pull and it not tear. Just needs more time, but definitely need more time. But this is, like, as you can see, it's taking longer to tear, which is a good sign. So we just mix. Mix until it's right. And I know you can use both paper, you can do your best tools when it comes to baking bread. As long as you keep them clean, you're fine. And the dough actually smells really amazing. So it is something that I can't wait to smell it as it bakes because it is smelling good right now. You just need a little more time. Patience is the best thing that I can give you, that I can give you. The best thing you need to have when you're baking or making anything is patience. It is something that will take you a long way. It'll help you understand how and why your dough is behaving the way it is, why it's the way it's patience. So we pull this little one off. Almost able to just play with it with my hand and not stick. But you can see it's getting there. It's taking longer to rip, especially in the middle here. So it's coming together. So you kind of just want to wait it out. And I think this part and the letting it section is what I'm like, oh, I don't want to wait. But definitely, because you can't do anything. If the dough's not ready, you're not going to be ready. That's it. That's the rule. There's nothing else there. Oh, you're not ready? What are you going to do? Absolutely nothing. We're just going to mix it in a little more. I do stop this because let's make sure. Okay, so this is looking good. It's still shaggy, but it's looking better. Now, as long as you do the window pane test and it's not tearing, and it's even if it's transparent or see-through, I should say, as long as it doesn't tear, that is absolutely the best thing for you because your dough is nice and developed. You know that you have good structure. You don't have to worry about it. So just make sure that it's smaller. But it smells really amazing. So I can't wait for it to be baked. But it sounds so good. I don't know why I touched this. Of being nosy. Oh, let me check. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see. All right. Still sticky. Still is telling me to mind my business. Still sticky. That's okay. It is fine. Do this from time to time. Most of the time when I bake bread or anything that's yeast based, you kind of just swing it around. I think the important thing is to know what your dough should look like, how it should feel to start, and then be good. Because if you don't know what to look for, then when you follow a recipe and the recipe says until combined, dough should be like this till you form a ball, your dough can be underdeveloped. That's something that you really want. Me tell you based on the mistakes I've made in the past. So there's that. So once I'm finished, which I'm gonna take it off now. We're gonna put it in a bowl and we're gonna let it rest. Let it rest on itself. Now, some doughs, when they're mixing like this, there's nothing stuck to the bottom. Then a rich dough like this gets stuck at the bottom. That doesn't mean that it's not good. It is very good. The dough is actually developing nicely. It's just about the content that's in the dough. So I think, yep, I think we're good. Pull it out. Now, if you're like a new baker, you're unsure if it's good, mix it some more. It's not gonna hurt. It's really not gonna hurt you. If you're like, "Ooh, I don't know if this is good," mix it some more. If yours is like super sticky, this is tacky. It's only sticky because my hands just coming to places that haven't been actually touched. But if yours is like super sticky where you put your palm in and there's dough all over, you might need a little flour. Something might be a little wrong with the recipe. It could be anything. But it's bread, essentially. And bread is kind of forgiven depending on how you do it. I know it says it's cinnamon roll, but it is a bread dough. Right? So you essentially just scoop your you got everything. You don't want to waste precious ingredients over here. Okay, everything might take a while, might not. This one's taking a while because little girl is out here being very funny. I feel like I didn't just make this dough an hour ago. I didn't understand. Okay, so here's your dough. There's a bowl you're gonna rest it in. It's already lightly oiled with like a neutral oil. And here we have it. So you're just gonna ball it up. As you can see, it's not sticking to my hand, right? So it's tacky, not sticky. That is what you need to pay attention to. Tacky, not sticky. Tacky, there's nothing here, right? Do this all day, there's nothing gonna be there. I do this, there's something here. But it is tacky, not sticky. If this was sticky, you can do this, and the dough will actually be with your palm on the ball. So if they say it's gonna be a sticky dough, you know what to look for. If they say it's gonna be a tacky dough, you know what to look for. And sometimes they don't say anything. Then they leave it up to you to figure it out because if you're baking, maybe they're like, you're supposed to know what you're baking. So I don't gatekeep information. I like to share it because baking is definitely not an easy thing to do for most people. And most of the times, recipes leave out little important information that will help you get better. Right? So we are going to just couple this. We're going to rest it for 60 to 90 minutes. That all depends on if it's too cold, it might take the full 90 minutes. If it's warm, it might take 60 minutes. So anywhere between 60 to 90 minutes is your starting point. So I'm just gonna leave it in the oven. So that's pretty much it for making the dough. You got your spices, you have cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger. Now, if you wanted to, let's say, have this thing taste so much like ginger, maybe use fresh ginger. I use dried ginger, ground ginger, because I'm going to be putting fresh ginger in my filling, right? So you could do it however you want. Use the dried powdered version in the flour. If you were going to use the fresh ginger in the dough, I would add it to the liquids. That way it's evenly spread. There's no issues. Ginger taste, stronger ginger taste. If you want to actually increase your ginger, your ground ginger amount, you're free to do so. You just have to remember that is going to be your taste if you're leading with ginger, because this is gingerbread, right? So ginger should be highlighted. If you want a stronger, more powerful ginger flavor, put more than 2 teaspoons, maybe 3 teaspoons might be. You see, maybe 1 tablespoon might be it. But you also have to counteract with the other spices so that they go well together. You don't want it to be too bitter, not flavorful, the sorts. Okay, it's my TED talk of the day. So I'm gonna put this away, and we are going to make our filling. I've always struggled with the filling. I want a nice, thick, juicy filling. Okay, this is what I want. Do I always get that? No, something always happens. Okay, so we're gonna figure this one out today. We're just gonna we're gonna do what we do. We improvise over here. Okay. So for the filling, I want it to be thick. I don't want it to run because every time I make it, it runs. I want it to run. So we're about to do some madness over here. Okay. Okay. Do I have everything? Yes. Do I have the salt? No. Where's the salt? There we go. I put salt in everything because salt adds flavor. I know some people are, too much salt, too much salt. That is fine. Salt helps to round out the flavor. You just don't have to put an excess amount. Just a little bit is fine. So for the filling, it's I'm not even sure what I'm saying right now. Yes. So for the filling, we have butter. This is 95 grams of butter. I'm just gonna double check because my brain does some weird things when I'm busy. But it should be 95 grams of butter. And the butter is room temperature and it is actually soft. Thank you. That's 95. Why is it 140? What is happening here? I'm going crazy. It's a little too much. It needs to be 95 grams. I'm not sure why I have that at 140. That's why I'm double checking. Oh, you need 95 grams? Yeah, that's what I have. 95 grams. If it's 100, I'm not mad at it, but 140 is a bit excessive because I don't know what it's going to do. I mean, obviously, the butter's going to melt, but it's happening. So 95 grams, but right now I have 104 grams. We're going to check the sugar to make sure I have the right amount because something tells me I measured the ingredients incorrectly. So I did 95 for the sugar And it was supposed to be 130 for the sugar. And I did that. I did the wrong way. So it should be 130 sugar. I'm using dark brown sugar, which is demerara sugar. I am doing that because it is the richest sugar, nice and rich, and that is it. Yes, I actually. So that's 95 grams here. We're gonna add a little more. We can get us to 130. Every time I make cinnamon rolls, I play around with the ratios of the sugar, the cinnamon, and the butter. Because I'm always, there is a specific vibe and feel that I'm going for with my cinnamon roll. So every single time I make it, I play with the ratios because I want to make sure I have a nice gooey filling, one that doesn't drain when it bakes. Okay, so we have that, we have this, we have that. Let me make sure I have all the other things right. Okay, so this is 95 grams of sugar, of butter. And this is 130 grams of brown sugar. We are going to add a little bit of salt, maybe about half teaspoon of salt, if that much. This is just to highlight the flavors that are in here. For the cinnamon, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of dried cinnamon. If you have the bark and you want to grate it, do that. That's fine. That is not an issue. So we're going to add the cinnamon. Maybe you should have added the cinnamon after I mixed it. I'm doing my own thing. So I'm gonna just do my own thing and we will figure it out. I like using this one, so we're just gonna watch it. This one gives me a nicer, smoother, cleaner vibe when it comes to mixing. Okay, so we have that. I am gonna add some dried ginger. I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of dried ginger, but I'm also gonna add fresh ginger. How much? We'll see. So we're gonna mix this together to see what happens. I am gonna add some vanilla essence extract, right? Why? Because flavor is the name of the game, baby. It's all about flavor. Now, if you wanted to use your mixer, you can cream them together, make a paste. You absolutely can. Maybe use my mixer. So if you just want it to be a nice spreadable paste for you and me, I want it to be nice and cinnamony. That's even a word. But I also want it to be nice and ginger filled, like flavor wise. Like when you bite into the cinnamon roll, you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Yeah. Okay. Looks good. Now, here's the part that I've never done, so I'm testing it today. Is this the right moment to test something like this? No. But am I going to? Absolutely. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of flour. Don't ask me any questions. That is what I'm going to do. Because essentially, it kind of acts like a binder, right? So think of when you make something like apple crumble, where you do the butter, the sugar, and the flour on top. Essentially, what it is, because when it bakes like a nice solidified piece. Not piece, but even if it breaks in clusters. The point I'm trying to make is that I want the filling to stay. Even if some like seeps out because it's butter, butter melts, sugar melts as well when it's nice and hot. I don't want it to all run out. I want to be able to bite into my cinnamon roll and I still have some ooey gooey filling in there. That's my whole issue. That's it. That's my only issue. So I am testing this. So I'm gonna taste this. Let's see. Yeah, I got cinnamon, but I don't get ginger. So we're gonna add fresh ginger. This is about 11 grams of ginger. This might be like a tablespoon ginger. I don't know if we're gonna make this. I need to mix and see what it tastes like. Well, I want a nice strong ginger flavor. So I use 6 grams so far. I've also added ground ginger. Oh no, the ginger flavor is not coming out. It's not biting me. Ginger has this nice little kick. I was getting the kick. We'll see if I get the kick now. Because I want it to be nice and ginger filled. There's ginger in the dough. There's ginger in the filling. But it's also like other spices like cinnamon and nutmeg in the dough. So it should be like warm flavor. This is a nice taste looking thing. Taste looking thing. Okay. It's missing something. I'm gonna add some vanilla. This is all a flavor thing. Might need a little more salt just to get more flavors coming through. But we're gonna add about a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm using my essence extracts, but you can use vanilla extract. This is just a stronger flavor for me. That's it. That's just a personal choice. You might use all of the ginger because essentially it's what we have. It just needs something. It needs something. Maybe I need to add some cloves to round out the ginger and the cinnamon because that's usually how gingerbread works. Cloves, it also has a little bit of nutmeg in there. But we work with what we got. We do. We absolutely work with it. Should be good. But then again, too, because all ginger is not created equally, okay? Some ginger, they're not as spicy as others. Okay. It's, I mentioned something. Cloves. I do get the cake, get the sugar, the spices. I get everything. It's just not. I'm looking for my. I get the spice. I get the ginger now. I'm looking for it to just be really like round. Right now, it feels like I have a bunch of different ingredients and it's not rounding out. It's not. Taste this. We added some cloves just a little bit, and we'll see. Because for me, that is the most important part. It's the filling. If the filling's not good. What am I gonna do with this? Eat the bread? Okay. Okay. That tastes like it's good. No more cinnamon, no more vanilla. That tastes good. I got the ginger. It's a nice ginger flavor. Because there's fresh ginger and brown ginger in here. There's no nutmeg in this, just cinnamon. Sure. Good. I just want to make sure flavor wise, it's all there. That's so much. Yeah, it's a lot better. Oh, what if I put some molasses in here? But gingerbread and molasses go hand in hand. See, if we do, it's going to be a small amount. It's just that something missing. I just know it's missing. Like it's something that the filling is not giving me gingerbread. It's really just giving me cinnamon and ginger. But the dough gives me gingerbread. So we're gonna add, that's about 8 grams, roughly a teaspoon and change. I think this might be the difference maker. Again, if you want to use your mixer, you can. Just it's nice and spreadable, which is what there it is. Okay. Oh, I got the ginger. There it is. Yeah. Okay. This is it. This is absolutely it. We got the ginger. We got the warm feeling as if it's actually gingerbread, which is what we're going for. Because it's a gingerbread cinnamon roll. But that's good. So now that we have that, oh, that's good. Now that we have this is nice and soft, so it's spreadable. I just hope it's enough. This has been my curse. Every time I make cinnamon rolls, I don't make enough filling. But I want it to be nice and thick because I want every bite to be filled with cinnamon sugar. I want it to be nice and indulgent. To be honest, I don't always want to eat my cinnamon rolls with like a cream cheese frosting. Right? Sometimes I want to eat it as is. So if it's nice and indulgent without the frosting, can you imagine? So this is our filling. Okay. So there's brown sugar in here, there's fresh ginger in here, there is ground ginger, salt, a little bit of molasses, and a little bit of cloves. No nutmeg in here, which is good. Also have vanilla in there as well. Okay, so that's I'm just gonna clear here so we can get ready for the rolling. And then if you're new to me, I do bake in a smaller tabletop oven. That actually is better because my big oven sometimes misbehaves and we don't do that. Okay, so we're just gonna put this nice and clean. Now, the dough that you make, you do rest it for 60 to 90 minutes, depending on your atmosphere. It might be shorter. If your place is nice and hot, it will be shorter. If your place is cold, it will be long. Mine right now is sitting in the oven. Is there something where you can overproof? Absolutely. You're gonna have that issue today? Maybe. I don't know. But I will let you know. We will make some changes if we need to. So your dough has been resting for an hour and a half. 90 minutes. It will double in size. Okay. This is what it will be looking like. It will definitely double in size. You can't rush the process, okay? You absolutely cannot. You just let it, do its thing. This dough is nice and ready, and it's tacky, not sticky, which is what you need, okay? So we are going to lightly flour. This is where I always get iffy because some people will punch this dough down. Not some people. I don't mistreat myself. My dough's my child. My baby. I am nice to the dough. You can absolutely punch it down, get rid of the air. I don't want to punch it down too much. I didn't punch it down at all. I don't feel the need to punch when just movement alone will actually stay, right? I say be gentle to the dough because it's your friend. There we go. So once your dough is rested, it should be nice and light and airy. I floured my surface lightly because I don't want the dough to stick because we are gonna roll it out. So I'm adding flour to the perimeters because it is a big enough dough and you really don't. Once it's fixed, that's it. There's another issue right there. Right? All right. This should be the easy part. Just roll. Right? When you roll, you still expel the air. That's why punching down for me is like very be gentle. Be gentle with yourself. Oh my God, it's looking real good. Oh, I thought I missed something. It's looking real good. Now, people like to say, "We're a half inch thick." Like I'm gonna get a ruler and put it up and be like, "Okay, this is half inch." Girl, I'm rolling until it looks thin enough for me. Right now, this seems a bit thick, but if you like juicy stuff, why not? But you have to keep in mind this is a bread dough, so the fatter it is, the thicker it is, the more bread you're eating. Because it's dough. You kind of want it to be thin enough where it's like, oh, this is so divine. You have a nice bite of cinnamon and ginger in every bite. And it's not overpowering. It's not just bread. Because you've had cinnamon and it's really just bread. What's the name for? The bread? The cinnamon. Shit. So just gently roll. Now, your dough will come back. Your dough, your, your dough is will come back, especially if you overwork it. So if you realize that, now mine is at a manageable state, but if you realize that you're rolling it and it just keeps coming back really quickly, just let it rest. That's all you need to do. Just let it rest and then you can start again. And that usually happens when, you do that whole punch down method and you're like, "Oof, oof." Then you're going to have to let it rest again before you roll it. That's why I don't punch it down before I roll. Because the rolling will expel mixer and it'll make it manageable for me to roll. Now here's the thing. I don't know why I keep going thinner because baby, I do not have enough filling for this. Not the way how I want it to be nice and thick. Okay, this is as thin as I want it because once it is rested, so double in size, this might just be okay. This is good. It looks like a nice gingerbread. I didn't actually do it in any kind of particular shape. It's like a perfect circle. If you want to do it in a rectangle, do it. If you want to do it in a square, do it. Roll it however you want. That's not the most important thing. The most important thing is you have yourself a good, manageable dough, and you have yourself a filling that you know works. And you move from there. So I'm gonna spread my filling. I have an offset spatula and a regular spatula, right? You can use the smaller one. I don't even know what my small one is. You can use the back of the small one. You can use it's basically what I'm saying is if you want what I was on. But what I'm saying is you use whatever you have. I'm a baker, so I have a bunch of stuff. And by stuff I mean equipment that's hanging around. If you don't have all of that, you don't need it. You can even use this. Both scrapers are easy to come by. Dollar store has them. You can get that. You can put it on and spread it, right? You use what you have. And it's basically what is most accessible to you and easy for your dough, right? Because maybe you use a spatula. This is not enough. Maybe you use a spatula, but the spatula keeps like messing with your dough, right? Maybe you use something else. This is just every single time. You know what? From now on, anytime I make this filling, it has to be an excessive amount. Not enough. I don't even know. It's absolutely not enough. So we're gonna just lightly brush. You don't want to tear your dough. You want to just be gentle. I wish I had the smaller one. The smaller one is easier for me to handle. I don't even know what it's at. But we are just gonna make sure everything has a touch of cinnamon sugar, and we're gonna make it work. So you cannot roll your dough too thinly, or else you're gonna tear it. And if you don't roll it thin enough, you're gonna have an excess of bread. Because despite what people think, this is absolutely a bread dough. Okay? It is a sweet bread. It's an enriched dough, which means it has fat and sugars in it. So there's milk, there's butter, there's sugar. in this dough. Okay? Bean dough would be something like a sourdough or baguette. Does not require sugar, fat to survive and be great. So if anyone tells you that this is not a bread dough, I don't know what they're talking about. Because I can take this same dough and turn it into a loaf. It's the same dough. The only difference is I'm not rolling it out, right? So things can double for other things. Does not have to be for one thing. Let's just say you didn't want to do a cinnamon roll, but you wanted to do dinner rolls instead. After it's rested, divide them and ball them up. Hope for the best. Baking. When you experiment, you get to know the doughs and what they're capable of. This is my first time making this one because I am testing this recipe. It looks like it's going to actually perform well. It looks like it's going to be soft. The dough is nice and soft and pillowy. We'll see. Maybe the other dough I'll turn it into dinner rolls. We'll see how they bake. This is an expensive habit to have. Very expensive. Fun one. Because you get to learn your dough. Because I can tell you this much. If I make this and this works, it's like boom. Gingerbread cinnamon. And if I take the dough that we made on live stream today and turn those into dinner rolls, then I have gingerbread dinner rolls. Right? Bake them, and then as soon as they come up, brush them with some cinnamon ginger butter. We have something new. So this is definitely what I like doing about baking, because sometimes it's not giving. Sometimes it is. Okay, we're good. This seems like a lot of dough. Right here, my dough is pushing right here. So I already know right here's the problem. So we're gonna roll it out. I've seen people online like cut their dough like a pizza cutter instead of doing it the traditional way of actually making a roll. I say do what's best for you, what's easier for you, what is more manageable for you. Because sometimes rolling the dough can be intimidating, honestly, but you've got to figure out what method works for you. Okay, so we have about cinnamon in almost every bite. The perimeters, just a little bit. We have free, because holistically, I should say, you leave a little rim around so that you can seal it, right? I don't think we're going to have that issue because the dough is tacky. All right, but we'll see. Oh, that I'm not playing with anymore because this dough right here is about to do it. Okay, so now we're going to rolling for me. I have a love and hate relationship with rolling. You're going to use one of these. You can use pretty much anything that you have. It's just to guide you. Start from, you can start from here, you can start from here. Start from the point that you're most comfortable with. And you roll. You see? Yeah. And also, you see that excess amount of flour? No, we're not doing that. So that's why I say lightly flour your work surface. The dough is not sticky enough to justify all. But dust it off roll, see if you can roll evenly, right? When you get any excess flour sections, just dust it off. But you gotta be gentle with your dough because the dough is soft, right? As you can see with the rolling, just brush. I'm just trying to, you need to tighten up, you pull it back. Some people like multiple swirls. Some people like 2 or 3. I like whatever I can get, right? You don't have to do it like me, because this is going to give you multiple swirls. But for me, the more the better, right? The other thing that you do have to pay attention to, especially if you don't roll fully, like that right here, doesn't have a lot of body. It's still getting baked, but it needs to be rolled nicely. Oh, hi! Oh, come get this commentary. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. We're just gonna you're gonna roll. Not pull back. As long as you can move back, you can move back and tighten it up. And you just continue. Now, this is where sometimes there is a problem because it's like, why can't I do this? I can't lift it. It's heavy. Just roll. Don't try to lift it. Don't be a hero. Just roll. Absolutely. Roll it. Right? You're gonna roll. Like right here, you already see this is not even gonna cover the whole thing. Now, for some doughs, not all, most don't. You're gonna just add a little bit of water to the perimeter with your finger. Just add it. That is to help to seal it. If your dough is super sticky, you don't need the water because it will stick, right? But this dough might need a little help because it has all these the fat, has spices in there, things that will dry it out. So now that we're close to the end, we're gonna just come, roll, seal. Boom. There you go. Nice and sealed. Right? Get rid of the excess flour. Now, there's another thing that I want you to notice because my rolling technique is not there. So I can tell you where I made the error. So as you can see, this is thick right here and then it tapers off in the end. If you roll it, your original dough in a rectangle or square, that would be better. Mine is circular, so that is why it looks tapered off like this. Okay, so that's something to take note of. So you didn't do it wrong. It just matters how you roll it. Okay. Just gonna roll just a little. We're gonna distribute the fat. That's what we're gonna do. We are going to distribute the fat so that it's not lumped all here. So come down, it's there. These are little things that you can do to help. Not necessary, but it does help. If anywhere it's like puckering, some water to it. So, like you're baking a baguettes, right? You just start from the middle, go out. Middle, go out. It becomes less clustered in the middle, and the fat evenly distributed. Looks a whole lot better now, right? It looks more uniform and even. So that's how you fix it, especially if you don't roll the original dough uh, rectangle or square. Mine was circular. So you just roll just just like a baguette. Or you can roll from the middle to this. So it's better. It's almost flat all the way through. So it's my TED talk. And yeah, you get rid of the excess flour. Now, how is this going to bake? We don't. Is it going to bake nicely? It looks like it will. But because the dough is dry, it may not do what a regular cinnamon roll will. But it might. And this is the part where I start doubting. I'm not going to doubt myself. I know it's going to work. So we're gonna be good. Okay. Now, clear here, flour. This is a bench scraper. You could get one of these. It's very handy in the kitchen. You can use it whether or not you're baking. You can use it when you're cooking. It's something that's can get everything gunk off your countertop. It works beautifully. Okay. So I like 5. I keep them handy. Okay. So now we're gonna cut this. You cut however comfortable you are. You decide how many pieces you want. I don't know, but I'm gonna get my nuts. Okay. Also, cut with what you're comfortable cutting with. So if you are comfortable with cutting with what's that thing called? Floss. If you're comfortable with cutting with floss, you can put the floss around it, tear it, boom, done. If you're gonna cut with a knife, wrong knife. You cut with a French knife. This is a French knife, right? You cut with a knife like this, a sharp knife, down. I sometimes typically cut with a serrated knife, but I'm gonna use my French knife this time around. Now, do you want them to be uniform? Most people do. Most people want them to look all the same. Me, this is my kryptonite. I don't cut things for sense. So what I suggest you do, get yourself a ruler, mark out. So if you want them to be 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inches, boom. You get them to do that. I can't see. Yes, girl. Jingle, jingle. Yeah, every Christmas it comes out, it does not come off until the last day in December. It's a must. Okay. So, like I was saying, get yourself a ruler, right? Let's just pretend this is a ruler. I did not bring my ruler. You know what? Do I have one down here? No. I didn't do. So, if you want them to be 1 inch thick, you just measure 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, and you kind of do a little grid line. So, you do a little mark here. So, this is what you use the back of a knife or a fork, just the handle. So, spoon, you could use the side of the spoon. You can do this. Mark, I typically use a knife. Don't even use. Right. So you kind of want to see how big it's going to be. This can give you multiples. It can give you 6. It can give you 9. It can give you 12, maybe, depending on how small you do it. To make sure they're pretty much all the same size. So we're gonna I'm gonna get as you sit here, the dough is actually gonna dry out a little bit. It's fine. I'm not aging. Thank you. Yeah, see, that's a problem right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That gives me 8, but it's not even 8. 8 is okay. So use the back of the knife just so that you don't actually damage your dough. And there for you to see it. 5, 6, 7, 8 here. This is what center looks like. And yeah, this I can cut this into. So the tail end. Tail end isn't my problem. It's the one that in the middle, right? So you can do a clean cut with a French knife, or use the floss. Most people use floss because it's a cleaner cut. It doesn't actually bend your dough like how this is doing, but that's okay. We make it work. The one thing I like about cinnamon rolls is that for me, it doesn't all need to be perfectly uniform because when they bake and rest, they do whatever they want to do. And that's facts. Right? We are gonna get more. So I'm gonna cut this one in two. I'm also gonna cut this one in two. Just better. So this is your cinnamon roll. This is what pre-bake looks like. It is looking good. Sorry, I can't see. Sahara? Saria? Hi. Sorry, I'm sick wrong. This is it. Okay. How many swirls do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 swirls. Some have 4. Some have 1. Then we are going to get our pan. Now, this has to rest for about 30 minutes. So y'all be stuck with me. It has to rest for about 30 minutes. Right now, I am going to put my oven on, but not all the way on. Like first notch, just to warm the oven, right? That is what's going to help these to just bloom. I guess we're gonna be here all night. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's something wrong with that. Okay. I love this. This is looking really good. They smell amazing too. Now we have our 8 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe we'll do 5 in each. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But we are going to, we're gonna have a good time. Yeah, this is just so that the oven gets warm. But once I put them in, they have a nice hot, not just hot, a nice humid environment. This is like my version of a proofing box. You don't need it. A proofing box is good because it generates the humidity that will actually help your product just rest and bloom beautifully. Okay, so we are going to put them to our baking dishes. You can bake it in whatever you want. I am using my 8 by 8. And I'm just trying. I'm telling you, this is recipe testing all the way. I am just putting a little butter at the bottom of this. I've never done this with bottom with butter at the bottom. I am just going to put a little bit of butter because in my mind, okay, with the little butter at the bottom, and if anything oozes out, it's not necessarily going to be full blown burnt sugar. It will be like a little caramelized, is what I should say. Right? So just a little bit. We're gonna start with one, but this is my oh my gosh, look how beautiful this is. This is beautiful. This is absolutely amazing. Okay. Now placement is everything because where are we putting these? I think I'm gonna try maybe one gets all the big ones and then one gets all the little ones. Let's see. I'm gonna give them enough room to bloom beautifully. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll put a little guy right here in the middle. 5. And then this guy is gonna just have all the leftovers. 5. Oh, jeez. Not bad. So we are gonna let that. We're gonna cover it, but the humidity is gonna help. So again, this is really this recipe testing the shell along with putting butter at the bottom. So normally I just put the product in and I don't do anything like this. I'm testing it out. I'm baking this cinnamon that I would normally. I'm testing on it too. Okay, so this guy, these guys are all small. Mm, Let's go. This one has, these guys are more same speed. But it feels like they're not gonna have enough space. They're gonna squeeze. Anyways, this, we just have leftovers. Cute. That's this one. But why not? One is actually gonna be the perfect one. But here's another thing too, just so that you're aware of what you can do. You can actually cut them this small, right? They'll still bake. You can cut them this small, and it's a good thing I did this one so I can show you. They'll still bake up nicely. They'll just be smaller versions of like a big fat thing. So we have one big one, and then we'll have one little, and that's okay. You improvise. I think that's the most important thing that you can do with baking. Yeah, you might want big ones. Or maybe you didn't cut them the right way to get all big ones. That's okay. You make it work. That's what you do. Because they will bake the same, they will taste the same, and they will absolutely look favored. But if you want to cut them all to the same size, you can. These are yours, right? No name is a perfection. These are yours. You just make what you want. You make them how you want, and you don't apologize for it. Since this is the end, like a little bit, I'll just put this here. We're good. So now the oven was warmed slightly. Yep. So it's gonna be a nice little humidity push. So what we're gonna do is we are going to cover these and let it rest for about 30 minutes. There's about 34 minutes on the timer, which is perfect. So we're going to let it rest, cover it. We're gonna let it. So these I cut a lot smaller. These ones be months. Okay. Is it a waste? Maybe not. Yes, sir. I am. How you doing? Thanks for popping up. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. So we're just gonna lightly cover this with uh, saran wrap. I like using the saran wrap because it actually traps the heat. It's not gonna cook it. It really is just going to let it just rest and bloom, which is what you want. You want it to rest. We're gonna rest it for 30 minutes. But here's the thing: if after 30 minutes still not ready, we'll have to rest it again. We're gonna bake this 100% on live. So we got time to catch up. So here you go. Here's the cinnamon rolls. These are the big guys. This is the gingerbread cinnamon roll. And these are the little guys. They all come from the same dough. I just cut these into smaller pieces. Okay? I'm happy too. Because you've been missing. MIA. Even Juliana's been missing too, but I know Juliana's time difference is just off the charts. Okay, so for 30 minutes, we are going to let that rest. This dough was what we made on live. Still needs more time to do its thing. Already made our dough. And we've made our rolls, and we're just gonna let it do its thing. That's usually how this works. Let it rest. You make it work. So yeah, how was your day? We have 30 minutes for the dough. So we're 30 minutes for that. So this is the intermission. I'm gonna clean up because once I'm done, I'm not cleaning now. Once I am done, we are done. So we're just gonna put away things. If you have any questions, you can definitely ask me in the chat. I don't bite much. So we can definitely hang out until our dough is ready. It is in the oven. And now we're here. We also don't like wasting food over here. So anything that is left over gets put to good use the next day. So butter, definitely going back to the fridge. The stove is going to, I just want to make sure it's not too hot for them. Because you want them nice and relaxed. You just don't want them to be like really, 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 really bad. Ooh, how's your grandma? Right before Christmas, your sister coming back for Christmas or she's gone for Christmas? I know your grandmother is a lot to deal with sometimes. And I hope it gets better. Now, what I want to say too, let's just say you didn't want to bake your cinnamon rolls in like an 8x8. You can bake them in something like this. You can bake them as long as you're able to see it, it'll be fine. Now, the best cinnamon rolls that I've ever made are rolls that I just leave. I let them just chill. Like, I don't rush them. I know I said 30 minutes, but if they're not ready in 30 minutes, I'm not baking them. We just have to, we gotta make, we gotta just chill. We gotta chill. Okay. So she's been gone since Friday. That's cool. But I know you're upset. Well, you're not upset. You just have to deal with grandma. It's okay. Grandma, enjoy the time you have with your grandmother. Girl, 'cause once it's gone, you don't get it back. Just enjoy. And don't forget to like the stream. We have a resident hater. That's okay. We are still here in full swing. We do what we do. We have a good time. So don't forget to like the stream, guys. Don't forget to share it. Don't forget to tell people about it. It's so good. But we're just cooking up now. And we're gonna wait for the dough. I'm gonna pull my chair up because it's gonna be a long night. It really is. It's gonna be a long night. Yeah, so this is a brief intermission. We are cleaning up, waiting for our product stuff. We are making gingerbread cinnamon rolls. They are absolutely divine. They look amazing. They smell amazing. So now we're just waiting for them to rest so that we can bake them. And then once here is clean, we'll bring the little oven out so that we can pop them in the little oven. So you guys get the full experience of this baking. Because baby, I'm here for it. I promised myself I usually don't make bread on the live streams because bread, they take time. And most people don't understand that, but they do take time. They It's not like cookies where you make it up and bake it. No. Bread takes time. And if your dough's not ready, it's not ready. You can't rush it. You absolutely cannot rush it. You gotta just let it chill. 30-minute window. If it's not ready in 30 minutes, it's not ready. So we're just gonna do a brief little intermission. Nope, not doing it in the big oven. Big oven betrayed me more than once. We are not doing that. Okay, oven all the way, gourmet all the way. So we are just gonna be washing up. Again, if you're just joining, this is a brief intermission. Just gonna tidy up so that we give this some time. So like I said, if the recipe says it needs to rest for 30 minutes, let's be honest. 30 minutes in your house and my house, different 30 minutes. So if it's not ready, it's not ready. Okay? That's the one thing you need to know. But how's your Christmas season going? It doesn't feel like Christmas much, does it? It really does. I'm gonna move the camera. So that instead of seeing my back, you get to see me. It's going. There we go. Yeah, I can see now. Yeah, I can see. How's your Christmas going, man? Honestly, it doesn't really feel like Christmas to me. It really doesn't. It feels just blah. No amount of Christmas movies, no amount of Christmas baking, nothing. It does not feel like Christmas right now. I think it's because I had so much stuff to try and fix and do. It doesn't feel like Christmas. I'm wearing my jingle hat today because I want to feel like Christmas. My light's already on my Christmas tree. Maybe once I'm done, I'm going to sit down and take it in. But Christmas. They don't have a lot of Christmas movies showing. It's a lot. It's a lot. Well, I think for you, it's because you're not as mobile as you normally would be, right? and you're not working as much as you want to, right? So I get it. Yeah, it doesn't feel like Christmas. But usually, like in the past, my Christmas was filled with me like hanging out by my friend and then coming home and forgetting that didn't take the turkey out and then rushing to take the turkey out at 3 o'clock in the morning and all that jazz. Yeah. Christmas used to be hectic but fun. But now it's like it's more calm and it's quiet. Everybody's doing their own thing. So it definitely is different. But Christmas Eve, and that's what I was telling T the other night on the live. Christmas Eve here is so much different than Christmas Eve at home. Because Christmas Eve at home, house still open at midnight. Like what? Everything is closed here at 5 o'clock. Like what? There's no hanging out downtown. There's nothing. I mean, now it's different because I drive, so I can possibly drive around and do whatever. But definitely a different vibe. There's no real excitement, but that's okay. And I would want it to snow, but we're not getting snow for Christmas. We're getting rain for Christmas, which is just blah. If you're just joining, we have a brief intermission while our cinnamon rolls rest, double in size, and we'll see what comes of it. See if it works. It's not ready. It's not ready. Do they have Christmas lights? No, they don't. They don't. They don't. When I came up here, it was such a culture shock because when I came up here, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Christmas Eve. Let's go downtown. Subway stopped running early. Buses stopped running early. Like, it's just a whole mess. Malls close early. Like, everything closes at like 6 or 7. I don't know if not even 6 or 7, 5 or 6. No, they don't have a Christmas Eve line. Christmas Eve, I guess, appears you're meant to be with your family, which we're with our family down there and we're hanging out downtown, right? I don't know. It's a different vibe. It definitely is different. So Christmas Eve here is not the same as back home at all. Pure vibes. All the different bands. Yeah. Unless you go somewhere that, like, I guess maybe like Niagara Falls, maybe. If you go Christmas Eve, maybe there's a lot of stuff to do on the strip. It will still be open. I don't know. It is definitely different. For sure. So we have about 21 minutes, 20 minutes roughly. We'll see. But it's not, I'm going to be here until I'm not. Christmas Eve, though, we are going to be making a gingerbread. I keep saying that, and I didn't buy the gingerbread house yet. Exactly. You come home and meet your parents cooking Christmas dinner at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm telling you, it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. Very different. Here, everything is just shut down there. What whole vibes? Go in town, have a jam, and then come home. What are you talking about? Y'all all go to the beach Christmas morning before Christmas dinner. What? A whole vibe. A whole vibe. It is a whole vibe, honestly. But it's okay. You make Christmas what it is wherever you are. There's a lot of dishes. I'm gonna check my little cinnamon rolls. Just gonna look at them just to see. Oh, let me turn the light on. The light will actually generate heat. Yeah, y'all know what's funny? Probably gonna bake the little ones first, and then I'll show a picture of the big ones another day because they're gonna take more than 30 minutes. I already know this. And we don't rush bake things over here. We take our time. But yeah, Christmas does not feel like Christmas. Does not. But it's okay. The good thing about this is that I'm gonna take this segment and turn it into a whole video because of washing dishes. Oh, geez. When was the last time I washed dishes for you guys on live stream? It's been a while. I'm also thinking about my content strategy. Yeah, that's what I was about to get at. I am working on my content strategy because the problem is because I only stream through the YouTube app, I have to make sure whatever streaming software I use works with my setup, right? So I am trying to establish that so that when we start our Bakeathon, hopefully in January, we will have the stream go out to multiple sites and YouTube being the main one. So we'll see. But this is an intermission. Our product is in the oven. We've been here since 6 o'clock. No, 7. We've been here. We've been here. We've been here. Vibes. And we take our precious time because one, you can't rush a dough. A dough is going to do what a dough is going to do. It's going to take its time. Don't do what it's going to do. So if someone tells you in a recipe, oh, it only takes 30 minutes for us, 30 minutes in their house, your house, it might take more. My house is cold right now, so it's definitely going to take a longer time. So we might just bake the small ones, because the small ones will take less time than the big ones to rest. And then I'll have myself a good old party. I've been drinking eggnog and sorrel all week. I've been eating rum cake all week. What's but yes, Mr. Perfection, I am working on my content strategy. So there's gonna be a few changes that I'm trying to implement. And one of them being streaming on different platforms, and hopefully it works. But I have to make sure it's the best setup for me and my 2 camera system. But we're here tomorrow. I'm not sure. We are here tomorrow, but what we're going to be doing, I'm not sure if we're going to be making anything. I have to make some runs, some errands, Christmas shopping with no money. But we are going to. I'm going to be out early tomorrow, so we'll see what we do. But on Thursday is not Thursday. Is Christmas. Wednesday, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, we're building a gingerbread house. That's it. That's all you need to know. Yeah, I know, but I don't think TikTok pays Canadians much. I could be wrong, but we'll see. But I'm trying to do it on multiple platforms, so I'm thinking of integrating with Twitch as well for my monthly streams. Once this Christmas rush is over, because honestly, when the way how my brain is set up, I have the live streams to do. It's hard for me to do all these other things before the live stream. Like, I don't know. But I try to get some stuff done, but I will definitely try to have it integrated at some point next year so that we could be global, baby. We could be global. I mean, we're already global, but more exposed. Not so. Let me just check these and stop. I think, yeah, the smaller one is going to be ready before the big guys. Absolutely amazing. Yep, smaller ones are gonna be a lot better. They're gonna be bigger and better. No, not even bigger. They're gonna be ready before uh the big guys. So let me hurry up and watch this. We have about 15 minutes left for them. Those guys are gonna be ready. Uh-huh. But no, this live. I'm live. I'm live now. What is going on? It reset. I think when I hit like the 2 hour mark, it resets. I don't know. But I have been loving live streaming. I love the fact that I got to implement it this year. So I'm going to keep it up and we'll see how far we get. We will see how far we get. And I did want to give a big shout out again to Come Get This Commentary because she gave us a little gift. Appreciate it, girl. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna work our way into 2026. Just being better versions of ourselves. I'm not gonna try to fix myself. I'm just gonna try to be a better version of myself. I think that's the way to go. And this is my 6 months marker to my birthday. Oh yeah. I don't do New Year's like I normally do. New Year's is just a marker until my birthday. My birthday is when my year starts. That's how I do it. Been doing that for a couple of years and it's been better. Because sometimes the end of year comes and then you start thinking about all the things you didn't do and all the things you did do, and it's like, what did you do? Yeah. I can't go through that spiral. I'm not gonna put myself through that spiral because what I didn't do doesn't even matter because the time's already passed. I can only move forward. And if I need to do more or do something, then I just do it. So I'm not trying to have a spiral. I'm just trying to be the best version of myself. And to be honest, considering how our live stream started until now, I think they've gotten better. I'm less chaotic. Slightly less chaotic, more organized. I'm more comfortable talking to you guys, interacting with you. But yeah, I think it's all about improving. And I'm not gonna put unnecessary pressure on myself because that is not healthy. That added pressure, you have pressure from the outside world and you have pressure from within. I can't do it. Too much pressure. I am just going to be the best version that I can be for me and not feel bad about it and not have to, not even have to, but not explain myself. Just be. So if today I want to fly a kite, I'm going to fly a kite. I don't even care if people are like, why would you fly a kite? Because I want to. This is how I'm moving. I'm not going to second guess myself. I'm going to try not to second guess myself and doubt myself. Because when I doubt myself, they'll be like, well, why did you doubt yourself? This worked perfectly, right? I am just going to have more confidence in myself, in what I'm doing and what I'm producing in every aspect, in school, in life. Just have more confidence, no second guessing, and no over explaining. Right? We're just gonna live and do what we want to do. All right, these are done. We are going to get our little oven out because little oven is what we are going to be baking with today. And if you're joining, we are making gingerbread cinnamon rolls. They have ginger, fresh ginger, powdered ginger, molasses, cinnamon, sugar, vanilla. Oh yeah, baby. Full blown gingerbread. For sure. And we are absolutely gonna love it. We are gonna make the smaller ones first, but I will show you because the bigger ones need more time. And I do not rush dough that's not ready. I don't do that for anybody. At all. Not in school, not on live stream. I ain't rushing it. You don't rush dough. You let the dough do what the dough wants to do. The dough needs more time. The dough needs more time. Sometimes you can't cheat your way into getting the dough ready. It's just not possible. You can try to get it some heat, but even that doesn't help. It just needs time. Absolutely needs time. So I'm gonna get our little oven. And it is not in the kitchen, right? It's small. It's not simple. So this is our little oven right here that we have. And I'm gonna move it so you will get a good view. We used Fred yesterday. Listen, Fred and his children, okay? We used Fred yesterday. We made biscuits. I'm done with Fred. I'm done with Fred until next year. I ain't gonna be bothered with Fred right now. Fred is fine. I gotta do some reading on some sourdough. There's a book that I saw that I want to get. There's just certain things that I want to. And again, I could probably just call my chef, but it's the holidays, right? I know how to make things with the discard. That's not my issue. Now I want to learn more about proper storage. Because I know I can keep it in the fridge, but I need to learn everything here is. And I want to master the bread this year. So that is going to be my goal. Okay. I'm just setting up this oven because we are going to bake our cinnamon rolls. Just one batch. Because every time I clean this, I need to get oven cleaner for this. Like glass cleaner or something. Because we can't have this not looking cute. Like, how dare you? Oh, I didn't even look at the polls. Let's look at the polls. 60% say Christmas, 30% say Thanksgiving, and 10% say New Year's. That's interesting. Because for the people that don't have Thanksgiving, I'm assuming Christmas or New Year's would be your only holiday that you can take. Based on the list that I gave. Not the only holidays you ever have. Because, I mean, Easter is a big thing in the Caribbean with Monday, Good Friday, Easter Sunday. Beach, church, beach, beach, beach. In that order. And then sometimes church is not. No, Bert, you don't do. You go straight to the bake. Okay. Sorry. I just had to, my hands are a little dry. We are going to warm our cream. Why? Because cream is going to go in our dough, on our dough, in our pan. Okay? When I get time. Figure it out. We're just gonna warm it slightly. I'm trying this cream hack. I've done it, but I've never done it with intention. Usually they say that once you put cream over your cinnamon rolls, they bake out very gooey. So I'm being intentional with this, okay? Essentially, if we're doing the big one, it should be about 120 grams. We're doing a small one, but I am going to be using this eventually for the big one. And you will see what I say by big and small. Now, thing about heavy cream is it splits. So we gotta be careful. You don't want to overheat it. Maybe if it's at room temperature, it's better. You just want to lightly warm it up. That is what I'm doing. And I look at, oh, look at the beautiful babies. Oh, I'm pretty sure we're baking all of these today. I'm so happy. Okay, we're going to put that cream here. Listen, brief intermission again. We have 3 more minutes, but, okay, while one bakes, the other one is going to stay in the oven, the big oven, and it's going to just get more time. So by the time little guy's done, we can put the big guy in. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm so excited for this. I'm so happy. Because it just feels like it's right. You know, it feels like it's going to work. It really does. This is the vibe that I'm getting. It feels like this is right. I absolutely love it. I really love it. We are always here for a good time. And we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. I love hanging out with you guys. I really do. But I'm happy you got to catch at least one of the lives with perfection. Because I know timing and all that stuff, I get it. My lives haven't been at the same time every day, so I totally understand. But I appreciate you for showing up. I really do. I'm so excited. They look so good. They really do. Like, this is like cinnamon and ginger and oh my goodness. Oh my God. Let's preheat this oven. We're turning this oven on. I'll be baking this 350. See, I never write my recipes. When I transfer my recipes from things, I never write them down. Because what are we baking at? 350, I believe. Yeah. It is definitely 350. You trying not to sleep? What time is it there? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. That's right. You guys are an hour behind me. Don't fall asleep. Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay, so 350. We're gonna put this at 3. We're preheated at 355, but we're gonna make it at 350. Okay, so right here is where you're gonna see. We have 10 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, baby. Look at that beautiful thing. Look at that beautiful thing. What? This is the little guy. This is what I say when I say the little guy. I am going to show you the big boys. Okay? Big boys still need more time. They absolutely need more time. So these are the bigger ones, but they need more time. Okay? So we're going to leave that in the oven with the light on. Okay? To rest. They've grown significantly and they look amazing. Like, look at this. Are you kidding me? What? I'm so excited. Now I'm gonna try this cream hack. I really don't know what I'm doing. I still need the cream to be a little bit of warm. Because essentially I did read up on this. Oh yeah, this pan. Y'all forget the little boys. The little boys. So we're gonna add cream in the pan. I don't know if we're supposed to pour it over here, but do you see how the filling just looks like it's stuck and it's nice? It better come out. It better come out. It's gonna come out. That little flour trick in the filling, amazing. Absolutely amazing. What's up, T? How you doing, girl? Okay, this is warm. So I warmed my cream because I don't want cold and warm touching. Because, cream tends to split. So, I don't know. Are you supposed to pour it over? When y'all watch these things on TikTok or whatever, do they pour it over or do they pour it in between? Lord Jesus. Oh, I'm so scared now. Let me Google this. Because I never do. Do you pour heavy cream over cinnamon rolls? They pour it over it or in the pan? Because I know some people put it in the pan. Maybe I should have, maybe I should have actually poured it in the pan and then placed it on top. Right? I think it's in between too. Okay, Google your, yeah, it doesn't even make any sense. Okay. Don't do it. We're gonna pour in between. Our cream is warm. So this is just, we bring in this one. And we'll learn from this one for the big guy. Okay? This is all trial and error. It really is. It absolutely is trial and error. And the good thing about it is that we know this recipe is gonna work. Because look how good these look. All right, this guy's about to go into the oven. And we are gonna put it 25 to 30 minutes. Might not take that long. These might take a shorter time. Yo, yep, user. Big back all the way. Big back all the way. All the way, all the way, all the way. Okay, let's do 25 minutes. Because 30 minutes seems excessive. But it's at 350. If I move out the way, can you see this? Why is there a glare? Don't be rude. There we go. No glare. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't think y'all understand. Do you see how beautiful these look? What? So excited. So excited. What? It should just be Christmas tomorrow because this is a good Christmas Eve snack. And I'm gonna sit here like a child. Is it ready? Is it ready? I I really feel like it should have. Is it right before baking? I don't even know. Because the other thing is for me, is the cream gonna like cook in between there, like soak up, cook, turn brown? Like what is it gonna do? It's supposed to like. Girl, I'm ready. From I made that dough, I was like, ooh, this dough is sexy. And then we have another little guy here. This is our demo dough. So at least we know we got extra. Oh, they're growing. They're looking so good. Oh, that's amazing. Let me stop blocking your view so you can actually see it with no. Can I turn off the light? If I turn off the light, you're going to see it. I want to give you peak experience. That's the thing. I wish this had a light. You could get peak experiences. My question, can I answer me to none to the question you asked? I don't like none of them holidays. Your birthday, maybe? Oh, guys, look at it. And the cinnamon is not oozing out. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, if I break it and I bite into it and I still have that ooey gooey cinnamon ginger filling, winning. Absolutely winning. I am here for all of this. I deserve a glass of wine. Because what? Maybe I should have put none. I forgot to put that option. My bad. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. The cream is going. It's being sucked up. Guys, this is a full-blown science experiment here. Okay? Now, since this is baking, we can talk. I basically wanted to make a cinnamon roll that did not require a cream cheese frosting. Really. I wanted to make it so indulgent and decadent. I didn't need the frosting. The frosting is just an added big back bonus. Okay, see, I see cream cooking. I see cream cooking. But cream, are you supposed to be cooking? Or are you supposed to be spreading yourself through? I see cream cooking. Is that what's supposed to happen? I don't even know what's supposed to happen. But we'll see. But I'm like, ooh. Aw, I'm sorry, girl. My condolences, hugs, kisses. Yeah, the holidays are tough, to be honest with you. So I get it. I get it. But you can definitely answer none. I forgot to put that as an option. Silly. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. I just don't like the cream action in the background. Can you see that? No cream action in the background? I'm blocking. I'm providing. There we go. Right here. Got a little cream action there. Okay, filling is oozing out, but not all of it. Oh, it smells so good. Y'all need to smell these. Smells good. That's actually really sad. I'll give you a hug. I'll send you a virtual hug. But no, holidays are tough for real because I have a few people that passed away around this time and early January, so I get it. I try to just do things to, and I've had like bad things happen around this time too. Ugh. Wait, what are you doing? I don't know. I don't know about this cream hat. Just one? You're settling for only one? Girl, you got the whole tray. I got you. Oh, it smells so cinnamony, so gingery. Oh, it smells amazing. I can't even explain to you. Like it's 2025. Like, why don't they have smell-o-vision already? Oh, I can't wait for the big boys because the big boys are gonna be magnificent. I understand that. See, I totally get that. Oh no, the big boys are good for my big backing. You're trying not to let it come up. Mine's already here. You got the whole tray. What you talking about? One. I bet you if you have one, you can't just eat one. So might as well get the whole tray and pretend to eat it along the way. Oh, beautiful. Okay, this is going to be the gauge of how you actually do the cream. Because I see people do cream and I see them do it on top and I see them do it on the sides. I feel like for me, it would make sense to put it in before you rest it and then. But that might cause other issues. So I have to mentally work this one out. Oh my gosh, the filling looks like it's nice and stuffed. Because you know the other thing too, cream separates. But I also added butter at the bottom because you know, like think about like apple pie when you grease, like not even apple pie, like apple crumble when you grease the bottom of your pan, or any kind of pie, crustless pie, when you grease the bottom and then you add the filling and it's nice and gooey. Yeah. Girl, I got you. I got you. I have all our portions ready to go. We have 50 more minutes on this, and this is smelling amazing. They actually bigged up. Like, look at this one in the background. Like, the center is popping out. Oh, I love this. I wish I had, like, oh, I wish I had more. Oh, wait, I do have more. I'm anything. Listen, I got you. I 100% got you. We're going to use all of this, and we'll see. But Google is telling me it needs to go on the sides, but we'll see. We will see. Oh, it smells so good. This here making some coconut cappuccino. What? T's allergic to coconut, so no can do. Got her something else. Now. I said, now, make sure you got that drink ready. I'm going to rotate because I'm smelling. You know, I follow my nose. You know, that's what your girl does. She follows her nose. She follows her nose, and when I smell anything remotely close to a burn or a brown, this is looking so good. Oh, this is so good. These might be done actually, because these are smaller. I don't think these need the full 20 minutes. But we rotating. We rotate, churn, big churn. Yeah, but I'm good with whatever. Pass me a drink. I'm so excited. Oh my god, it smells so good. The smells so good. I'm happy. I'm so I wish I was home for Boxing Day because what? This smells amazing. I play too much. Oh, jeez. I play too much, man. Well, I don't eat scallops, so you're good on that over here. Cherries, I do eat. I also eat coconuts, so I will make sure I make allergen-free foods just for you, boo. Like this big activity that's happening right here. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Oh no! Not bad, eh? You have to get an EpiPen. Okay. Here's the thing. These are smaller. These might be done. So I'm gonna pull them out. Because I like a slightly underbaked cinnamon roll. Right? Reason being, you're gonna warm it up. So we're gonna test, but these look good because I don't want them to get no drier. I want them to be dry. Because who wants dry cinnamon rolls? Oh, baby, look at that. The filling is still here. It's gooey. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look how soft that is. Oh my goodness. Whew. But can you see how soft this is? Yes, I'm touching it and it is hot. But you know, you develop baker's fingers. I said, what's the baker's thumbs, baker's fingers, or whatever they call them. But this, ooh, baby. First of all, don't be rude. Let me show you off. This is looking real good. I have to do a little shimmy. Now, these little ones here, these were closer to the end. That's why they don't have a lot of swirls and they don't have a lot of filling. But I baked them because we don't waste anything over here. Okay. Then these guys were bigger ones and we cut them so that we can have equal portions somewhere around here. But as you can see, look at their softness. It's very soft. It is pillowy. It is the way to go. Oh yeah. It's looking good. Because once you slap some cream cheese frosting on here, which did I buy the cream cheese? And why is the cream cheese in the fridge? Girl, where's the cream cheese? Yes. So you can slap your cream cheese frosting. It would be best for cream cheese frosting. However, if you just want to use just like a regular buttercream frosting, it's still gonna taste good. But cream cheese is gonna take it up a notch. So you can definitely add it. But I'm telling you, I took it out with 12 minutes to spare. So this is probably like a 10, 12-minute bake. Because they're smaller, right? And then when you leave it in the pan, which we are, they bake some more. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to touch this. Touch me. Okay, I can't sing that because I don't want copyright strikes. I can't wait to try that, honestly. Okay. We said y'all need a tray of your own. I got you. You'll get a whole line. These are the big boys. Do you see how massive they are? They're humongous. Okay? They are humongous. These babies, I'm contemplating if they need a more time. Look at the, oh, not very good. Look at this. Look At this. Oh. Ooh. Now, the bottom is definitely filled because remember I had some butter, I put it in, and then the butter from here is seeping out. Yeah, yeah. No, we're gonna bake this. I'm contemplating. We're gonna bake this. We're gonna bake this. This is good. It's not gonna spread anymore just because the container is smaller. So when they bake, they are actually gonna come up to the top. They really are. They're gonna explode. They're gonna explode. I feel like this is the moment where everybody should be in on the live stream because how y'all hating on my gingerbread? This is me watching you hate on my gingerbread cinnamon rolls. Nobody was hating on it. I'm just saying they need to come and see this because they were there for the process. You don't want to see the finished results. I'm cracking myself up, Lord. We gotta warm this. I'm out here busy dancing instead of doing the warming. 10 seconds. This is breakfast. Okay, dessert. Okay, magnificent. This is All right, cream again. On the road again. Cream again. In between time. Don't worry, we gonna flip this and roll this down and make sure everything goes through nicely. So this one needed like 45 minutes. The smaller ones needed 30 minutes. Bigger ones needed about 45 minutes. They are shiny and they're ready to roll. Because I want to make sure this all evenly distributes. Now here's the thing. Come on, baby. Okay. Start. We're gonna give you 3 minutes. These are and they're so soft and they're so pillowy. And they are everything I could possibly dream of. So we did the cream trick that, is that a hack? They call it a hack? It's a trick. Maybe it's a hack. But either way, we got the cream in here. Listen, I already know this guy is going to come up. This guy is going to come up because it's already forcing its way up. And that is A-okay because it's going to taste delicious. No, because we're going to big it up all the time. Okay, we're going to start off January on the healthy side. And then February is Valentine's. So then there's a whole lot of chocolate and a whole lot of everything. And by February, we're going to be getting into some stuff. And then we're just going to cycle through until we come back down to December again, which now we're here. Our facts are going to be forever big in my mind. Now, health-wise, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, I got to do what I got to do. It doesn't mean I'm not going to be making big back snacks. All right, the oven is ready. We're going to pop this in, and you guys are going to watch this kind of experiment grow. It's going to grow. I am, baby. I just don't want to give you guys like a shadow. I want you to get the full sight while I eat a piece of this one. Because what? Then we got a small one. it's so good. It's so soft, guys. It is so soft. Are you baked? Yes, you are. Oh my goodness. Oh, you don't even need. What's this dance? Baby, look at this. That's some gooiness. What's that saying? How you hang from outside of the club and you can't even get in? These are actually better than the one that's on my channel right now. Because the one on my channel is really good. These guys. Oh, baby. Honestly, this is the best decision ever. This, ooh, of all the things we've made this year, takes a cake, baby. Ooh, look at you just bigging out your back for us. Ooh, yeah. Oh, these are addictive. You can't eat just one. Mm-mm. And it's not overly sweet. Now, here's the thing. If you do add some cream cheese frosting, it will take the sweetness level up to the top. Now, because, you know, I'll be bigging up my back. Make a nice cream cheese frosting. Do some candied nuts. And drizzle some caramel. What? This is the danger of making something like this so delicious. Because now I want to eat another one. And that would just be greedy. And it can't be greedy on live stream. I will be greedy eventually. Oh, I'm so happy. This is really good. And they're soft. Okay, this is warm enough I can touch. Let's observe. Like it's soft. Like it's so soft. Like you can just pull it up and tear it apart and it's a cloud. Oh my goodness. I'm so impressed by this. Again, remember, I'm recipe testing, right? And this is, oh, this is so good. And the funny thing is, it's exposed to the air and it's not getting dry. You know, some cinnamon rolls, especially if they're over baked and they're exposed to the air because they don't have anything on top, they dry out and they go, oh, it's still moist. It's still soft. I want another one, but I have to take pictures. Really good. You got the ginger flavor in the dough and in the filling. Now, the other thing is, even though the filling, obviously, you don't ever get the filling to stay inside, but this one stayed a lot more than my other fillings. You get the ginger. Because remember, I put fresh ginger in the filling. You got the ginger, baby. You got the ginger. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. As far as my knees go. Don't go any further. Nah, this is really good. I'm actually impressed by this. I'm happy we did this. This, really good. But again, the cream cheese frosting will take your sweetness up to another level. Okay? So that is all you need to be careful about, because on its own, I'm good. I'm actually really good. But if you put some cream cheese frosting on this bad boy, you better be willing and ready to drink some water, because you're going to need it. Oh, look at how they're rising nicely. Do y'all like seeing the products baked? I never actually asked you guys. I just kind of just threw it on you. Because I'm doing whatever I want to do. Oh, I'm going to take another one. I don't care. This is really good. I'm going to keep the best ones for the pictures. Oh, look at this. You can just pull. Oh, good. Mm-mm-mm. That's right here. Can you imagine if we made this for Fred? That's Jesus. Mm-mm. That was good. And this is why the small ones are very dangerous. The big ones, you'll only eat one, right? But the small ones, you'll eat all of them. Okay. Okay. Look at this. It's soft. Like, it's a nice texture. It looks good. The filling is still there. It's amazing. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because the small one is just, it's just, this. Oh my gosh. And the, ooh, you know what it reminds me of? Bun. Mm-hmm. But just the texture, because you know when we get good bun, how good it is? I'm too happy about this. Oh, yes. And notice we didn't egg wash or butter wash or anything like that. Yep. You do what you do. We use what we have. We always do. If we don't, we didn't need to egg wash or butter wash this because it browns nicely because all the sugars and fat that's in it. I can't eat anymore because I'm feel bad. Because I'm about to wake up and be like, oh my gosh, I ate all of these cinnamon rolls last night. You know what? Let me eat the small tray. Y'all get the big one. Because look how big the big ones are. The big ones are exploding. I mean, they could have been cut in half and we'll still have amazing cinnamon rolls. But the big ones, good for breakfast, good for dessert. Little ones, good for snacking. I already had two. Oh, this is amazing. And I like the fact that I can see like the little the layers in them. Oh, I thought this one was gonna shoot up from the middle, but the sides are shooting up because the others are pushing them together. Look at y'all trying to be all the same size. It's okay. I see you. So happy. I was so worried about this one. I was worried about this recipe. Uh yeah. off my ankle. I'm a fake moonwalk because this is working. Hey, listen, it's just so good. When a recipe works all the way through, no hiccups. Do you know how exciting that is? Because every time we come on these live streams, we got some issue. We didn't have no issue today. Not one. How are you doing today? Oh, me, I'm great. I made gingerbread cinnamon rolls and they work. You know what's funny? I'm acting like I don't know how to bake. There's a whole mess over here. I swear, when people come into these live streams, I'm like, she don't know what she's doing. I sure do. There's always a method to the madness, okay? But I like that these big guys decided that they all wanted to be the same size, even though they weren't all the same size. Beautiful. It's a nice, clean layer so that once you put your cream cheese frosting, it's smooth. And then you peel it up, and then you just break it open, and you're like, oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, girl, the week I had, I'm gonna be bragging. I'm gonna be bragging. Oh, geez, I need to stop before something happens to these guys. I'm gonna just hold on. Is that how you do the robot? No, you need to be stiff with the robot. I can't do the robot. But wait a minute. Don't do anything stupid. I'm so happy. So happy. So happy. Yup. Yup. Wide open. Because they gonna look good. What? Listen, I wish more people would have seen this. Because a lot of them came when we were just prepping. The final results, do you see how beautiful these are? What? Beautiful. Okay? Slap some frosting on top of that. Eat them as is. They are soft like pillows. 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 And I know these jingles ain't making it no better. Ooh, so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, we're gonna rotate. As happy as I am, we have to rotate them. We're gonna give them the same treatment as the little guys. Pause for a cause. We're gonna rotate. Oh, baby, are you so soft though? Oh yes. Oh, amazing. Yeah, because one side, I don't know what it is about these ovens in my house, but one side always browns a lot faster than the other. So these are the big guys. These are the little guys. They're all from the same dough. They were just cut differently, right? Do you see that? I already had two. I'm about to have a third one. Oh, jeez. But we gonna wait because we gotta take pictures. You know what I'm saying? Oh, these are definitely going on the community chat. But yeah, pretty good. I rotated because I really don't want. Wait, we'll go back up. What are you doing? See, I don't like that. I don't like that now. One bit. It hasn't even been 20 minutes. It's been 15 minutes. I know you're not done. What you doing? But you're browned a lot faster than the little guys. This is what's very interesting. It really browned a lot faster than the little guys, which is very interesting. Right? It definitely browned a lot faster than the little guy. But, ow, don't burn yourself. We're going to see. So in about 15 minutes, it seems like 15 minutes is the spot. And again, I like to, is that caramel? Oh my gosh, it is caramel. Oh my gosh, it's giving Cinnabon vibes. You know, it's Cinnabon scoops, and you got this at the bottom. Vibes. Your vibes. No, it's true. The oven did get prep time. But we don't care about the brownness. We like things nice and seasoned. Okay? But it's definitely cooked. And I'm not going to overextend myself. Talking about, oh my gosh, what is happening here? No, they're nice and soft too. We don't care about the top. You know why? Because these can get slathered in frosting and no one will ever know. Well, it was the same heat, which was 350. So the big guys seemed to be about 15 minutes because the oven was definitely hot. But the big guys seemed to be for 15 minutes. Because I only did it for 20 minutes. And we have 5 minutes left. Can I count? Yeah. So it's definitely the heat. Because the little guys, the top, if we're going to compare them, which we can, they are the nice brown. Right? As you can see the difference. They are the nice brown. However, these are still soft. Right? They're still good. So they'll get slathered with the cinnamon roll, frosting, and it'll be fine. But they are still soft. These guys are still soft as well. Like you can see it. Just, I'm still happy. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you, oh my gosh, it didn't work. Nope. I was busy dancing, not minding my business. Oh yeah. These guys are good and ready. And don't be like me. Don't touch. Please don't touch. If your fingers are not used to hot things, don't touch it. Okay? It will burn. But they're soft. That's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else. So. Listen. That is it. We are good to go. Because, baby, how beautiful are these? We got little ones, we got big ones. Big ones, they're a little seasoned. It looks burnt, brown, but mind your business because it's still delicious. The oven had more time with the little guys. So the oven was more hot than when these guys went in. That is why there's a difference. So we have to rotate, but 15 minutes for these guys and about 10 to 12 minutes for these guys. All right. This is our beautiful gingerbread cinnamon roll. I will pull this up just so that you see. It's soft. Very soft. Right? When you break it, this is what it looks like. This was the end tail, so it doesn't have a lot of cinnamon or anything in it. But it's soft. And most importantly, gooey. Very delicious, very flavorful throughout. Again, this is something that if you do not want to put cream cheese frosting on, It is not needed. If you're looking at this and you're like, I don't like how it looks, brush some butter on there. What's wrong with y'all? Just brush it with some, it's warm. Brush it with some butter. If you have, you want to mix a little honey with your butter, melt it, brush it. You know? See, it sounds a bit hateration-ish. I got you. I don't know why y'all, I have you. I ate 3, you get 3, he gets 3. I just had to show y'all. Okay, I had to show y'all again. But again, this guy, 15 minutes tops, probably the same amount of time if I'm going to be honest. But because they're bigger, I gave them a little more time because the inside might be still raw. But anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes is going to be your bake point for these. I'm happy because as you can see, no, you can't see. Can you see here? No, you can't see. Can you see here? Yeah, you can. As you can see, it's soft. Okay? These are amazing. Somebody dropped the beat. I'm not going to make the cream cheese frosting because I don't want it. That is it. I don't want the cream cheese frosting because they're good as is. Maybe I'll do the cream cheese frosting later for the big ones, but the little guys, I'm good. I'm going to warm this up and eat this for breakfast, you know? I know, Juliana ain't getting that. Juliana's sleeping right now. She missing the meeting for real. But it's okay. Imagine me take a picture of this just like this. Like, come on. But this is amazing. I'm happy I did this today. Happy we voted for this. We're back here again tomorrow. What's tomorrow? 24? No, tomorrow's 23. Don't know what we're going to be doing. We might not even be making anything. I have to go to the grocery store, so maybe we'll do like a grocery haul video, whatever the case is. Whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Christmas Eve, we are making a gingerbread house. That's what we're doing on Christmas Eve. And Christmas Day, we are going to be just in the kitchen, cooking, sipping on some wine, cooking my Christmas dinner, and then, you know, vibe out. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for showing up. This is so much fun. My back is getting bigger. But no, I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to commentary. Oh my gosh, this is it. Come get this commentary for the donation. I do appreciate it, girl. I appreciate you. And I appreciate each and every one of you. T, Mr. Perfection, all the new people. Why am I touching this? Oh my God, they're so good. Let me stop. Oh, it looks so good on camera too. Oh, anyways, that is it, guys. Thank you so much. We're back here tomorrow. That is it. That is all for day number 22. And yes, I'm about to eat some more. Okay, bye.